Is this what you wanted?
Yeah, the core report from March 13th, 2023. Masonry veneer is finished. Window installation is falling right behind and will finish shortly. Aluminum doors and entrances will begin in April. Roof metal trim, gutters, and downspout installation continues. Metal wall panels started last week around the dining area as well as the gym areas. Metal stud and drywall work is just down to installing some remaining bulkheads. Painting is ongoing in essentially all areas. Ceiling grid installation is continuing in Area 9. The last loads of casework are due to deliver towards the end of March. Gymnasium equipment was installed last week. Resinous flooring was completed in the 2 group restrooms in Area 6. This work will continue in the coming weeks as more areas are available. Quartz tile and carpet flooring will begin in Area 5 and 6 in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Visual display board installation is ongoing. Delivery of toilet partitions and toilet accessories are scheduled for later in the month. Metal lockers and classroom door deliveries are scheduled for the beginning of April. Overhead mechanical and electrical work along with in-wall rough-in work is ongoing throughout as needed. Exterior site finish work will begin back up shortly as the weather continues to improve. And again, speaking to how fast things are changing, we got to see some of the tile work today when we toured the building and some of the grading out front. And I think the only windows are missing are the ones in the cafetorium, and so this report was just last week, so lots going on there. Questions from the regarding Peterson update? Okay, athletic field update. We are about ready to break ground on the road that will lead from the back elementary lot to the site of the field house. And we need that gravel road there because we have 30 to 35 truckloads of concrete that need to get back there, and the dirt just isn't going to cut it. So fortunately, that will eventually tie into the road that we eventually want to tie in the back of the high school lot to that elementary lot. So we'll be halfway there, and thanks to Mr. Black and his contacts, that we're going to be able to save quite a bit of money on the labor there, and just the district will be responsible for the gravel. So. And that was a big expense on our alternate list, north of 200,000, I think. So
Yes, it was. It was like 207 or 209,000. So the school will provide the gravel, and Mr. Black will provide the labor and the culverts. The school has to purchase the culverts, which will not be cheap, but certainly a fraction of what we could have been spending for the road.
Mm-hmm. And then in today's meeting, we're finishing up the drainage tile work for the field, and they've been in communication with Maumee Bay, and it sounds like that might be just around the corner. So it'd be nice to get that in before they do the track, although I'm not too worried if the track goes in first. But that's the update for the, and we did get a key to the press box. So now if we can take care of the punch list, we'll pay up and we'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was really, when we went through today, the resinous flooring was really nice. I know I really wanted terrazzo, but we couldn't afford it, and I think it's going to be really nice in the bathrooms. And the tile is Kelly green. It looks really sharp. The resinous flooring's kind of a white gray green fleck. It looks nice. Not overdone. Just can we turn the feedback? I think both on maybe everybody, because Mr. Chrisman's pretty loud too.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's just the.
My ears are
Thank you,
clogged.
Jason. But it looks really sharp, and Todd's very happy because he has little closets behind all the bathrooms where if something goes wrong, he can get in and fix. It was very well designed.
The size of the rooms was a surprise. I knew they were going to be bigger, but especially the kindergarten rooms, I know they're supposed to be bigger, but to actually see them at the right size was kind of neat.
Yeah, nicely done. Lastly, before we go on to the hearing of the public, if you want to bring up we have started to look at how we are going to address, or what's left as far as finances, to address some of our other needs, the other half of the road, the other alternates that were left on the list, the classroom that we're recommending to purchase this evening, and essentially we're working out of 3 pots. We had $350,000 that was set aside for from the permanent improvement funds. And then the contingency funds, I think we're out of contingency funds, owner contingency funds.
Correct.
We're down to CMR and what's the other?
Escalation.
Escalation. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then our own, what PI funds that we had not committed as part of the $350,000. There's still a little left over there that, so we're using these 3 pots to address the alternates as well as the unexpected purchases like furniture, completing the road. I forget what else is, probably depends what we do with moving. We may have to look at moving expenses as well, but so far so good. We still have things that could come in that might change those balances, but at least we're in the ballpark with all of those things that we'd hope to get and add to the project.
Yeah, did you want to mention the road closure too? That might be good to get out.
Yeah, so we are going to close the road. You didn't see the document. That's why I haven't. I haven't digested the whole thing yet. So, but we are going to 201 is going to be closed May 1st. There will be no through traffic, local traffic, residents, and of course the buses will be able to get through. But we'll get information. That's going to be May 1st. And that will be a good 2 weeks, and then we'll be able to get through and work around the widening for the turn lane. Yeah, so that's happening. But yeah, that was I was just hoping for a little blurb, and they sent me the total schematics, and yeah, so we'll get it out to the public in a little more palatable form. So thanks for reminding me about that.
They don't want to be accused of withholding information.
Yes, no, we don't want that. Don't want that. Thank you. That's all I have for updates. Public hearing of the public. Or other committee members? No? Okay. All right, so our next meeting is slated for April 17th. At 6:30 p.m. And with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting. Yeah.
I'll move.
Oops, we're going back. Oh, got a question. I don't think so.
Can you hear me? Thank you. Hi, I'm just following up with a question. Thank you for showing the breakout of the contingency funds. I know you have the middle school furniture on there. What's the difference between that furniture and what I saw that's on the invoice for the furniture we're going to be approving tonight? I noticed there's a middle school call out on that as well.
So,
I was thinking that was the same thing, so now I'm a little confused.
the middle school furniture is for the 5 classrooms that we're gonna take from, that were previously elementary classrooms. That furniture is going over to the elementary. That's actually gonna be moved. And so we need classroom furniture. I think it's just gonna be tables and chairs. And I think the teacher desk actually are staying.
And is that money this middle school fund, or is that already in the invoice for tonight?
I can't see what's on there. The invoice is, can you bring up back the spreadsheet? I think, yeah, that's just an estimate. That was just us kind of playing around with what the numbers might be, but that is, we don't have an invoice for that. We have a rep coming Wednesday to look at the classrooms and measure it out and go through the numbers with us.
Okay, so right now that's like a holding pot,
Yep,
a placeholder,
Yep.
if you will. Okay, thank you.
hopefully overestimated,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Thank you for that, yep.
Thanks.
And Natalie, I just pulled up, just so you know, the invoice from tonight that we're voting on it's just under 182,000. If you look at the bottom here, that's all I can scroll down. Still getting feed. So,
Thank you. All right, anyone else? Follow-up questions? Okay, now I'll entertain a motion for adjournment as part of section 6.
I'll move.
Second?
second.
Okay, we'll call the roll. Mr. Elam? Yes. Mrs. Sebastian?
Yes.
Mr. Gilbert? Mr. Crispin, yes. Mrs. Hageman?
Yes.
And Mr. Runkle? Meeting is adjourned at 6:44. Thank you.